It's late, you're chilling out, maybe watching a show, and then it hits that craving. We've all been there, right? Standing in front of the fridge, lit up by that little light, wondering if that last slice of pizza is a brilliant idea or a terrible mistake. Well, it turns out the answer isn't so simple. It all comes down to understanding not just what we eat, but when we eat. So, here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the midnight snack dilemma itself. Then we'll get into the super fascinating science of your body's hidden clocks. We'll look at what's really going on when you eat late, figure out how to snack smarter, not harder, and finally, create a simple snacking code you can actually use. Okay, let's dive right into that feeling we all know so well, the late night urge to eat. It's this powerful pull that can totally mess with our best laid plans, and it always starts with one simple question. This is the big one, isn't it? Hunger hits after dinner, and you've got a choice to make. Do you just try to ignore it and maybe wake up starving at 3 a.m., or do you give in? And what happens if you do? And this quote from a Reddit user just nails it. Snacking can be a really slippery slope. You know how it is. A couple of chips turns into the entire bag. One scoop of ice cream suddenly becomes the entire pint. It's a struggle so many of us face, this battle between that craving and a little bit of control. So why does this happen? What is behind this late-night hunger? Well, it turns out there are a few usual suspects. Sometimes it's emotional. You're bored or stressed and food is comfort. Or it could be physical. Maybe you're not getting enough sleep, which totally messes with your hunger hormones. Or maybe you didn't eat enough during the day, so your body's trying to catch up. Heck, it could even be that you're just dehydrated, and your brain is confusing thirst with hunger. And all of this leads us to this really cool field of science that pretty much holds the key to this entire dilemma. It's an idea that completely shifts the conversation from what you're eating to when you're eating it. It's called chrononutrition. This is the big takeaway right here. For so long, the focus has been all about calories, carbs, proteins, the what. But new research is showing that the when might be just as important, maybe even more so. And that's the whole idea behind chrononutrition. It's the science of eating in sync with your body's internal clock. See, your body isn't just a simple machine that burns calories the same way at 10 in the morning as it does at 10 at night. It has a rhythm, a daily schedule, and when we learn to eat in line with that rhythm, it can make a huge difference to our health. Here's a really great way to picture this. Imagine your body is a giant, complex orchestra. Your brain is the conductor, setting the tempo for the entire day. And all your organs, your liver, your pancreas, your stomach, they're the musicians. And each one has its own little clock, designed to play its part at exactly the right time. So, what happens when the orchestra gets totally out of sync? Well, that's pretty much what late-night eating does. It's like giving your body a case of metabolic jet lag, where the musicians are playing a completely different song than the conductor is leading. Now check this out, because this is where it gets really interesting. Your body has two main cues for its clocks. The conductor in your brain, it's called the SCN, it gets its main cue from daylight. But the musicians, your organs, they're listening for a totally different cue, food. So when you eat late at night, you're essentially yelling showtime to your digestive system right when your brain is whispering to the whole orchestra that it's time to pack up and go home. This clash, this circadian misalignment, isn't just some abstract idea. It has real physical effects on your body. So what actually happens when your internal clocks are all mixed up? A huge study in 2022 looked at exactly this. They had people eat the exact same meals, but just 4 hours later than usual. Nothing else changed. And the results were, wow. They found 3 major things happened. Their bodies started burning calories more slowly, they felt hungrier and had a bigger appetite, and their hormones literally shifted to encourage more fat storage. But here's the real kicker. Get this. This study found a 16% drop in leptin levels. Leptin is that super important hormone that tells your brain, hey, we're good, we're full, you can stop eating now. When that drops by 16%, you're left feeling way hungrier and less satisfied, which makes overeating almost inevitable. Okay, so the science is pretty clear that eating late can be a problem. But let's be real, sometimes you're just hungry. The key isn't to fight your body and starve yourself. It's about working with your body's rhythm by snacking smarter. So what does a smart snack actually look like? Well, it really depends on what your goal is. If you want better sleep, for example, you're going to want foods with tryptophan and melatonin, things like nuts or eggs. And you'll definitely want to avoid caffeine and sugar. If you want to keep your blood sugar from spiking, protein and fiber are your best friends. Think an apple with peanut butter instead of a bag of chips. And if you're prone to heartburn, stick with lean proteins and low-acid fruits and stay far away from anything spicy or greasy. So let's get specific. Here are some fantastic expert-approved options. A small handful of almonds or walnuts, a little bowl of Greek yogurt with some berries, a hard-boiled egg, super easy, a warm bowl of oatmeal, or even a glass of tart cherry juice, which is actually proven to help with sleep. All of these are great choices that won't send your body into a panic late at night. We've covered the why and the what. Now let's pull all of this together into a super simple, memorable plan. Think of it as your personal snacking code. If you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this number, 2 to 3 hours. That's the magic window. Experts agree that you want to stop eating about 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. That gives your digestive system enough time to do its main job so your whole body can switch over to rest and repair mode overnight.
So, here it is, your simple 3-step code. Step 1. Play defense. Eating balanced, filling meals during the day is your best bet against those intense night cravings. Step 2. If you really are hungry, choose something smart. Go for something with nutrients, maybe some protein and fiber, and keep it on the smaller side. Under 340 calories is a good guide. And finally, step 3, the golden rule. Honor that 2 to 3 hour window before bed.
At the end of the day, this isn't about some strict, crazy diet. It's really just about tuning in and listening. Your body has this incredible, ancient internal clock that is constantly trying to guide you. The real question is, are you listening to it?